Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. My name is Crystal and I'm a part-time reseller, which means I just sell other people's trash on the internet on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, ThreadUp, and The RealReal. And this is a series that I do every week that usually comes out on Mondays, but this Monday was Labor Day and we're a little behind. So this will probably go up on Tuesday or Wednesday, probably Tuesday. And I just kind of let you guys know what I sold throughout the week. Not everything, just like usually I pick 5 that I think are worth you knowing, basically. And so if you are interested in becoming a reseller, or if you're already a reseller and you're brand new and you're looking for what do I pick up when I'm at the thrift store and all of that, that's kind of the point of these videos, is to just give you a little bit of knowledge of what's selling for me and at what price point, and that way you can make your decisions based on whatever your profit margins are supposed to be or whatever works for your business. So we do these every week, and I'm glad that you guys are joining me for this week. If you want to follow me on any of the social medias, it's The Crystal Bear. I'll put it up on the screen so that you can see the spelling. Instagram is my platform of choice, so go over there and say hey, drop a comment if you're brand new and say hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like content like this channel is going to be just reselling related. I've started a little mini series on Poshmark, and then I've got some other things in the works that I think I'm going to start doing when I have a little bit more time in the future, which should be coming up soon. So if you're into all that and you want to subscribe, that would really help out my channel. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up on your way out. All right. This week is kind of exciting. I have literally sold on every single platform that I sell on. I have made at least one sale this week. So I have selected 5 from the 3 that I normally give you, which is eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. But I'm also going to go over an item that sold on ThreadUp this week and 3 items that sold on The RealReal. So we're going to start there. ThreadUp, I only sold one thing, and if you do sell on ThreadUp, you know that they have been like kind of shut down for their boxes over the past couple weeks. I think that they might have just reopened it this morning, maybe. I signed up for the emails to get notified. Oh my gosh, to get notified when they start accepting boxes again. But I did not get an email, but I was on the website and it looked like you could probably request a label. So if you're a ThreadUp seller, maybe go to ThreadUp and check that out, see if it's still there. It changes all the time, so literally I could like say that it's up, and then by the time you get to the website it could be down again. So you really just have to be on it, like checking every single day. The same thing with their like goodie boxes, or not goodie boxes, the like shoe boxes and stuff that people do the unboxings for. Those sell out so fast, so you have to just like, if that's what you're wanting to do, you need to be on ThreadUp every single day checking it out. So that's my 2 cents on that. Anyway, I was actually really excited about this sale, so I'm going to pop the picture up. It's ThreadUp's picture, it's not mine. If you don't know anything about ThreadUp, you basically send your stuff to them and they do all the work for you, but they take more of a commission. So I've had this sweater probably since I started reselling, so like 2.5 years. And it was just not moving on any of the platforms. And I took it down because I was tired of sharing it. And I was going to give it to my sister, but it's not her size anymore. And I was like, what do I do with this? Like, I think it's so cute, but it's not selling. And obviously nobody else thinks it's cute or whatever. So I sent it to ThreadUp as like a last ditch, like, let's give it a go. And it's the first thing that sold out of this box. And I actually sold for a pretty decent price, so I'm pretty happy with it. So it sold for $47.99. And that means that I take home $11.14. So that's pretty good, honestly, like for something that I was just going to donate anyway. And it can still be returned. So it was purchased by an actual buyer. It wasn't like ThreadUp putting it in a goodie box. So they do give them, I think, a month or so to return it. So there is still a chance that that could be returned, but fingers crossed that it's not, that whoever bought it loves it, because I also love it and I want somebody else to love it. So that was my one ThreadUp sale, which I was really excited about. Also, we're moving on to The RealReal. I haven't talked about The RealReal in a while because when we went into quarantine for, COVID, I kind of stopped sending stuff to The RealReal because they were moving so slowly that I was just like, I can sell this stuff myself faster than the RealReal can even process through it. So I haven't sent a box to the RealReal in, I don't know, 8 months. And that's going to be reflected in what's sold. So this stuff has been on the RealReal's website for at least a year probably. And they do markdowns, maybe not a year, because I think they kick your stuff off after a year. So like a little under it, but they do markdowns pretty consistently to move their stuff. So all of this stuff had been marked down from what I originally had sent it to, and they had priced it high, and now it's been marked down so much that like I probably should have requested these items back, like just honestly, but I was just being lazy. I kind of forgot all about the RealReal for a little while, and here we are. I got an email from them saying, hey, update on your consignment. These 3 things sold. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I went over there and it's like, nah, they're okay. Like, they're gone now, so it is what it is. But I should have requested them back, some of them. So let's go over what sold. And it's been about, I think, 2-week time frame for these 3 sales. The first thing was this Theory silk blouse. The RealReal takes Theory, and this is the second item that I've sold on the RealReal that was Theory. The other one sold for much more than this one did, but again, like I said, it's been sitting for a long time. So this one sold for $25, and that means that I get 10. It's not terrible. I mean, if you think about it, right? ThreadUp, I sold something for almost 50 and got to keep 11. So for the RealReal, I sold something for 25 and I get to keep 10. So it's fine. I think I picked that up on the bin anyway, so I still made a little bit of money, but obviously that's not what we want when we send things to ThreadUp or the RealReal, because the RealReal is like luxury consignment. So obviously you're like expecting to make more than $10, but it is what it is. I got lazy, so. The next thing was a pair of Salvatore Ferragamo. Like, they were an older style. They were just some pumps, and they sold for $22, and I got to keep $8.80. So I don't think I made a ton on those. Honestly, like, you guys saw me pick those up a long time ago in my Thrift With Us video, like 7 thrift stores in one day when I went with my friend Kimberly. And if you haven't seen that video, I will link it up on the screen somewhere. It was just a fun thing that I did with one of my friends, and we went to 7 thrift stores, and like at one point in the video, I'm like, woohoo, I just got like 10 pairs of Salvatore or whatever. And I sent them all to the RealReal. And this is the second or third pair that has sold. Obviously, this is a low sale, so I actually need to go in and request all that stuff. So what I do usually, if I'm not like being lazy, is go into the RealReal and request all my stuff back after like probably 6 months. And then I'll make a new box and put some of the old stuff back in it and send it back to the RealReal. Why do I keep saying ThreadUp? I have ThreadUp on the brain. The RealReal. We're talking about the RealReal. And I will send it back to them. And obviously, if they've taken it one time, most of the time they're going to take it a second time. They're going to reprice it again up towards that higher price. So that's just a tip. One that I did not follow, obviously. All right. Then the last thing. These are interesting. They were Philippe Model. I think that's how you say it. They were a European shoe, and like the shoe looked very European. Like, I was so fascinated when I saw it at the thrift store. I was like, oh my gosh, this is probably like amazing. I think if I remember correctly, I probably paid $14 for these, so I made like nothing on these. They sold for $57.50, and that means I get to keep $23. So if I paid $14, they sold for $23 that I get to keep. Less than $10, and then taxes. So not great. I probably wouldn't pick them up again. Or if I did pick them up again, I would have pulled them back sooner and then had them reprice them. So, but I looked them up when I was at the thrift store, and most of the stuff that he sells is sneakers, and the sneakers sell for over $100. And I'd never heard of him before, so I took a chance on it. And honestly, like, I'm happy that I got my money back. That's $14 that I can take now and put into something that I know is going to sell and make more money. So it's just like a learning thing. Everybody's learning no matter how long that you've been in this game. So those are the sales that I didn't really work that hard for. Like, I packaged that stuff up, sent them to ThreadUp or the RealReal. They take all the pictures and measurements. They do the shipping. they do most of my job for me, which I love, so I will still take all of that. All right, let's get into the 3 that I have to do the work for. I only sold one thing on Poshmark this week. I don't know what is going on with Poshmark. I am consistently doing all the things that you're supposed to do, listing every day, sharing my closet 2 to 3 times a day. I was in Sarah Thriftology's share group last week, so I was sharing other people's items. They were sharing mine every single day. That normally helps. It was like crickets over there. I don't know what was going on with Poshmark. And this has been probably 2 or 3 weeks that I have had something happening with Poshmark that like the sales are just not there. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I did at the end of August, I did like my clear out where I sent 30% offers with like discounted shipping, and I think I sold one thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope you guys are having way better success with Poshmark than I am, because I don't know what I'm doing, what's happening. But anyway, I did have one sale on Poshmark this week for all of that work, and this item was free to me. My brother's crazy ex-girlfriend left it, and it was cute, so I took it. And it was Abercrombie & Fitch, I believe. Yes, Abercrombie & Fitch. It was a faux leather jacket. It's about to be fall, winter. People are shopping for jackets, so I wasn't surprised that it sold. It did sell on an offer to likers, so there was discounted shipping and all of that in it, but it sold for $31. It was free for me. That's pretty good. So, oh, there's a rip in my shirt. Sad. Okay, anyway. Next was this Eileen Fisher tweed sparkly blazer. I actually thought this was going to sell for a lot more than it did when I originally purchased it. This came in my box from Sarah. You see me reference her a lot because I bought a bunch of stuff from her, and also like we're Instagram friends. So if you don't follow her, go follow her. This came in the box. I did a video on it. I can link it up here, and you can see what I got from her. I bought a whole box of Eileen Fisher inventory, and I'm still selling through that. This item sold for $32.50, which is not bad. I mean, in comparison to what I paid for each item, I still made money. I just, for some reason, thought that this was going to sell a little bit better. And you know what I think it was? The pictures were garbage. Sometimes my phone does this weird thing where it like doesn't capture the detail. It just like, and I think it's because like I'm just starting to figure out the lens gets really dirty. So sometimes I get like too impatient. I'm like, oh, sometimes my camera takes great pictures and other times it takes pictures like garbage. I don't want to figure out what it is. I'll just take the pictures, which does not work because people can't see it. It's garbage pictures. Like, stop doing that. So anyway, I'm giving myself like a little scolding, you know? Anyway, it still sold for $32.50. I was expecting more like $60, but I'm still moving it, making money. We're good to go. So next thing. This was my quickest item of the week. It sold in 2 days, and also my lowest sale, and it's actually a decent low sale. So like in previous videos, you've seen like lowest sale of the week, 99 cents. Like, so this actually was $14.88. So that's pretty good for the lowest sale of the week. This week has been pretty good. And those were very quick. I don't normally pick them up, and I don't know why, because I just like, in my head, I think Nike dry fit running shorts, like $10 maybe, but $14.88 really quickly. Like, I don't know why $5 makes a difference in my head, but it does. So I probably would pick that up again, honestly. Next thing. This was a retail arbitrage thing, and I got it from a local buy-sell trade. So I probably paid a little bit more for it. I don't think I paid any more than $8, but I don't know. I don't remember what I did pay. So this is a Matilda Jane Team Captain mixed like floral and striped. I think it is. Floral and striped. It was yellow and blue. It was very cute. This style of Matilda Jane top always sells for me very well. And it sold for $30. Just straight, no offers or anything like that. I've had it for probably 2 months maybe, so like it wasn't like super quick, but if it's under 3 months, that works for me. So I was really happy with that sale. And then the highest sale of the week. And I lied. This is actually the quickest item that sold. Those Nike dry fit shorts, they did sell quickly, but they are not the quickest out of everything that sold this week. So I take that back. I apologize for lying to y'all. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what this is because I was over the moon about this. So this item comes with a little story time, and I'm going to tell you the story after I tell you what it is, okay? So if you don't want to hear the story, you can just skip ahead. It was a pair of Vans Winnie the Pooh print. I think they were a size 8, and they sold on Mercari for $90 in a minute. Like, literal, like, listed them, gone. Okay? Here's why I think that happens. They are rare, and I knew that before I purchased them. Mercari has this search feature where if you're looking for something, and I've talked about this before, if somebody is looking for something specific, they search it in their search history, and then there's a little button at the top that says, like, notify me when new things are listed, okay? So, like, I have a pair of spin shoes that I had my eye on that I really wanted to purchase, and so I have that turned on, and it gives me notifications every single time something is uploaded that meets that search qualifications. So I think that that's what happened, that somebody was looking for these, they had that turned on. When it got listed, they immediately got notified, and they were like, yes, I want to purchase this, okay? So that's what I think happened. Here's the story. I bought these from a local buy-sell trade. I saw them on their Instagram, and I was like, I need those. So I looked them up, did my comps research and everything, and I was like, yes, that's amazing. Like, they're going to sell for a decent amount. Did I tell you what they sold for? They sold for $90, if I didn't tell you already. And the comps were anywhere from 85 to 120, I think. So, like, I knew that they were going to sell in that range, and I knew that they were rare because I looked them up. So I went to the website. I've purchased from this particular buy-sell trade many times in the past. So I went to the website. I did not see them on there, and I was like, oh, somebody either already bought them in the store because they're open now, or they haven't uploaded them yet. So I messaged them on Instagram and said, hey, I'm really interested in these. I don't see them on your website. They messaged me back and said, our website is down, basically. So I was like, oh, bummer. Like, I was really, like, invested in these. And I was like, okay, thanks so much. And she's like, you can come into the store and purchase them if you want to. And I was like, honestly, like, it's too far of a drive for me. It's like over 2 hours. So, like, local is like a relative term, okay? I live in the South, so everything is a little bit far. I was like, honestly, like, I don't know if it's worth the gas to go there, pay up for them, right? Because obviously this is a buy-sell trade, so it wasn't thrift store prices. So is it worth the gas to drive 2 hours, pay up for them, and drive back? Would I make my money? Probably not. So I was like, no, that's okay. It's too far for me, basically. And she was just like, you can purchase them if you call the store and pay for them over the phone. And I was like, perfect, I'll do that. So I found the phone number, called them, and the lady was like super helpful. And she was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll pull them aside, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, when did you want to come pick them up? And I was like, no, I can't pick them up. Like, I need you to ship them. And she was like, oh, we can't ship because that's attached to our website, which is down. I was like, oh, okay, well, like, I can't purchase them then. I'm so sorry. And she was like, wait a minute, like, let me double check, make sure that my manager, doesn't know something I don't know. So I was really happy with, like, the customer service that they gave me because they really did everything that they could, And so the manager got on the phone and she was like, yes, we can ship them. I just have to figure out how. She was like, so let me call you back. So they put the item aside for me. They called me back 2 hours later. I was like, we figured it out. It's gonna be, this flat rate shipping price. Is that okay? I was like, yep, totally fine. So I gave her my credit card information, blah, blah, blah. They shipped it out next day. Like, so they definitely did the most. Like, shout out to them. Their customer service is amazing. So, like I said, I did pay up for them, took my pictures, listed them on Instagram first because I knew they were rare. So I wanted to offer it to people that I know or who follow me on Instagram first. They got a ton of attention, but, some of the people that were looking for them, it wasn't their size, yada, yada. It's perfectly fine. So I list them on Poshmark first. And I found this, like, group of people who were searching for them. So I emailed. I messaged every single person in that group and said, hey, I just listed these. They're probably going to go fast. Just wanted to let you know if they're in your size. Then I moved over to eBay, listed them on eBay, and then Mercari was last. Listed them on Mercari, got an offer within 1 minute, and I had them listed for 100. She offered me 80, which is a completely acceptable offer. It was not a low ball by any means. However, I had just listed them and I knew that they were rare. So I messaged her back and said, thank you so much for your offer. If these don't sell within 2 days, I would be happy to take your $80 offer. However, I just listed these. They've been listed for less than a minute. I really want to see if I can sell them for closer to what I'm asking for them. And I said, I can sell them to you today for $90, which is $10 off my asking price. And also in the middle between what she had offered and what I was asking. So I thought that that was fair. And I said, or I can message you back in 2 days if they don't sell, and I'll sell them for $80. Now, in this time, she had not received the message. She sent me back an offer for $85. So I just left it. Probably 2 minutes later, she messaged me and said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't see your original message. Send me back a $90 offer. I will accept. I was like, okay, perfect. So this just goes to say, and she did purchase them. That's the person who bought them. This just goes to let you know, if you communicate with your buyers a lot of times, I mean, sometimes they're going to be, nope, that doesn't work for me, or be rude or whatever. But honestly, a lot of times, if you just communicate with people and let them know where you're at, they're willing to work with you. So that's the moral of the story for this week. But I was really excited about those. Like, I feel like I did a decent amount of work to get them, and it paid off very quickly. So, yeah, I mean, $90, that's almost $100 just in one sale. So I was pretty pumped about that. And that is it for this week. So I feel like I've taken you guys on quite a roller coaster with my sales for this week. If you are still here with me, thanks so much for hanging out. I have some really exciting news to share with you guys, but I'm not sharing it until next week. So make sure your little bell notification is on, because you're not going to want to miss it. Or maybe you will. I don't know. Like, it's exciting to me, but it might not even be exciting to you. I don't know. But if you're interested in my life at all, make sure that bell notification is on. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I will see you sometime this week. Bye.